So, hey guys, it's Yuki brand forever here, and I just wanted to do a vlog about my life, just because I don't really talk to you guys much about my life, and I figured it'd be nice for you to see kind of like a sneak peek of what has gone on in my life in order for me to do what I do a lot now. Um, so let's kind of start like way back when, when this little girl was really tiny and short. Yeah, I was that size. I was a little midget. Um, when I was about 10, I was having a lot of family problems. There was a lot of fights going on between both my parents, and a lot of family fighting, a lot of fighting between them two, and a lot of outside bullying also. My mom's black and my dad is white, so that makes me obviously biracial. I'm a mulatto child, or a mutt, as a lot of people say, because I'm mixed with so many things. But so we had a lot of problems growing up with that stuff too, just because it was an interracial couple that wasn't very normalized still, even though it was back in the 90s when they were together, it still wasn't normalized. And even after my brother and I being born, it still wasn't normalized. We still got fucked with a lot. We still got bullied a lot for my parents being together. When I was about 11 or 12, I found out my mother had been cheating on my dad for some good amount of time. And it it took me by storm. It really hurt that I found out something like that, and I didn't know what to do. I was so young, and I was just learning pretty much how to take care of myself, as in like washing my clothes, doing my hair, you know, really just figuring out how to take care of myself. And my parents got into a huge fight one day, and my mom left. It's really hard to talk about something like this, just because I've opened up to some people about it, but not a lot of people know my perspective and know how it feels. And we were living in my old house at the time, and we were losing that house, so we ended up moving out of there and moving into the place I live in now. And my mom had left and it came back for a good bit, and she finally came back and to grab some of her stuff, and she was pregnant. She was pregnant with my half sibling Lucian, who is also featured in a lot of my videos. He's the little boy who's really cute and doesn't really speak much gibberish, and now he does. He knows how to speak like all the words in the goddamn world. Um, it was really hard. I moved back to my old house that my grandmother had owned since I was like 8, and we had lived in for a short time before we had moved out to the home that my mom left us in. And we moved back here. I was just starting up middle school, so so all the drama starts. You get into middle school and you gotta like represent yourself with something. Um, I fell into a big pit of depression, and I mean big pit as in very big pit. My grades went from A's to straight flat F's. I mean F's upon F's. I just felt like I couldn't bring myself to do anything anymore. I felt like I couldn't move on from what happened. I couldn't function with what happened. And when I was about 13 or 14 was when I had accidentally cut myself on a Sprite can. I was laying on the ground crying about something, and I can't remember what I was crying about, but I laid on it, and I didn't know there was a Sprite can under me, and it cut my hand deep enough that it bled. And I remember feeling at that standpoint that that pain felt relieving. It felt nice in a very odd way, as that may sound. And so after that, I used to cut myself with pop cans. I did it with pop cans for I think a year and a half or a year, and I finally busted open my first razor blade out of shavers. Yeah, stupid ass little kid me. And I began cutting. And I cut from the time I was about 14 till about now. I have stayed off of it and been clean for some time before. I think the longest I've ever been clean is 7 months, I think, where I haven't done it straight at all. And the times that I wouldn't cut was when I was in freshman year and I was drinking a lot. I Not a lot of people know that. I don't even think my parents know that. I do believe that my mom watches my vlogs. So, hi, mom. Sorry, you need to find this stuff out. But I just felt that it would be easier to speak it out more so you guys get more of a perspective of me. I did drink. I drank a lot in freshman year. And I stopped doing it halfway through the year because I realized that it just wasn't fun and that I needed to do my shit. I need to get on my shit. So I passed some of my classes freshman year and moved on to sophomore year. And sophomore year I did perfect. I passed almost all my classes in sophomore year, so I felt like I'd made up for it. I got into junior year, I started smoking herbs. And I did that, I think, until I was like halfway through senior year, and I stopped doing it. I wasn't liking the feel of the rush or the the sensation of it. It would make me very dizzy, very sick, and I did it a few times after high school, but just never really got back into it at all. Sorry, that was Shula. She's messaging me right now. Um, Other than that, I never stuck to it, but I had been suffering from a lot of disorders by that point. In middle school, I was binging and purging for, I think, about a year or two. My anxiety, I'd always had my anxiety. My anxiety has been with me for a good amount of time. I couldn't tell you when it started, but I had been had it for a good bit of time. My PTSD started when I was about 8 or 9, and it kind of just grew with me. And so I struggle a lot every day with a lot of different things, with certain people touching me or talking to me or a situation that I may be put in. My anxiety builds and I freak out and I lose it. I lose it. And it's really hard. It's hard to go through some things like that, especially when you feel like you're alone and you can't, you can't go through it. But as I've gotten older and, I'm now 20, I felt that I've been able to get most of it to calm down, and I feel that a lot of it has settled where I feel happier and that I'm able to push myself to do a lot more things that I feel like I couldn't do when I was younger. I kind of have gone over the factor that my mom has cheated. Yeah, it still lives with me sometimes here and there, but I've moved on from the point. And I mean, I still love her. She's my mother. She gave birth to me. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. So yeah, it hurts to think about it sometimes, but I still love my mom, even though how much stuff I've been through because of her. And so I hope that this story kind of gives you more of an insight about my life, and I hope that maybe it helps you guys later in life when you feel like you can't do anything, that there's other people out there that are just like you that suffer from the same things you do. So never decide to end your life or to believe that you are alone, because we are all here for you. I'm here for you. If you ever need anybody to talk to, I'm here. I don't mind talking to people about their problems. You know, I have problems myself and no one is perfect. So never feel like you are alone, because there's a lot of people out there that suffer from the same things that you do, you know. But I just want to give you guys kind of an insight about my life, get to know me. So I'm gonna cut this short and cut it in right now here. So I hope you guys enjoy your complete day, and I just wanted to give you an insight. That's me. That's who I am today. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. Enjoy that rain that we have in Minnesota today. Whoop, whoop. But thank you guys for watching. So I love you. Bye.